from Wisconsin, so I want to thank her in particular, and also Vicki for all the work that the Georgetown Climate Center has done. I am honored to be here with Governor Gregoire and Premiers Campbell, Charest, and Selinger. One of the stories, I think, to be told about what happens at what I've now learned this new word, subnational, so I guess I can throw it around, but at the subnational level, over these environmental issues, there is a tremendous amount of cooperation that goes on with people who are bound together by living within the same ecosystems and having to deal with the same problems. We have faced a significant issue with the Great Lakes. 25% of the fresh water in the world is in the Great Lakes Basin. And so it wasn't just an American state issue, it was an issue that also required leadership from the Canadian premiers, and in fact, in many ways, we followed the Canadian premiers on it. But Ontario, Quebec, and the Great Lakes states have joined together, is now passed through all of our state legislatures, all of their legislative bodies, and now the United States Congress. It's an example of we had to do this together. The Great Lakes are there, and we share them. They face a tremendous challenge, and we had to pull together. The same is certainly true, and in many ways related in climate change. Just to give an example, my good friend from Manitoba, we rely on dramatically to meet our renewable portfolio standards. Manitoba hydro is a very essential part of Wisconsin's ability to meet those standards, and so we've had more dealings between Manitoba and Wisconsin than probably they ever have in history in recent years as we work through this issue. So there's a reality on the ground, and particularly of those states that are along the northern tier of the United States, our relationship with our Canadian partners has become much stronger and much the better for it as well. I agree with Governor Gregoire. We set out as a group of Midwest states to work to develop a cap-and-trade system, something we care a lot about in Wisconsin. We have environment as a strong part of our ethic. People in California all go and run around talking about John Muir and all the great national parks. Well, don't forget where he grew up and where his environmental ethic started. It was in Wisconsin. Aldo Leopold, who really is the father, the parent of managed environmental policy, did that work in Wisconsin. Gaylord Nelson, perhaps the United States' greatest environmentalist, political environmentalist of the 20th century, and the founder of Earth Day, was a longtime senator from Wisconsin. So it's part of who we are. It's an important part of who we are. And it's one of the reasons that I think we care so deeply about this issue. But even more than that, and Premier Charest mentioned this, to me this is all about opportunity. You know, the way we look at this in Wisconsin is taking the very pillars of our current economy, agriculture, manufacturing, research, and putting those together in developing new opportunities for people. We now have the highest percentage of people in the United States employed in manufacturing. We have wonderful manufacturers in Wisconsin. I walked in today with a good friend from Harley Davidson, to give Harley a plug, who is here looking for how Harley Davidson should fit into this, into the green economy. And they've done tremendous things in their plants in becoming more efficient and more environmentally and reducing their energy costs. So if we allow our manufacturing sector to just go along without taking this opportunity, we're going to end up like the automobile industry. So it is critical that our great manufacturers in Wisconsin, across the United States, as part of a modern manufacturing policy, and I believe strongly we have to have that, we have to be able to convert that policy to a green energy world. Less carbon in the air, less cost for the environment.